Alright, this is part 2. Moving on to our games versus OO7. So, they're running a pretty Russian heavy comp, double Kremlin, Moscow, Stalingrad, and double Smolensk. Alright, so let's get into it. Shoot, there we go. Alright, so we had our Des Moines Republic and Henry head to C, Daring at B, and everyone else, including the Grozovoy, Des Moines, Moscow, and Kremlin, and me, at A. First things first, this Stalingrad right here. You know, our Stalingrad is either heading to C, and now he's lit and he's full broadside to a Des Moines and a Republic. He should be getting punished right off the bat. One thing to note is, even if you're on your way or between cats, even at the beginning of the game, it helps to have your guns pointed at where the enemy might be spotted, because you never know when you might get surprise shots. At this point, everyone's hydro should be on. It is 16 minutes into the game, and let's slow things down now. So we know our Smolensk is here. Hold on, let me go back a bit. So our Grozovoy is now down to 7k this early on in the game. It's a really big mistake. My guess, I didn't see what happened, but my guess is that he was too aggressive in taking the cap and got radared. So, again, being careful about the way you take caps. You have our Moskva. I don't know what he wants to do, but he's reversing out here. We have our Smolensk, who took quite a considerable amount of damage. He's down to 8k now. He can heal up to like, what, 17k? Back. Have our Gearing here. Everyone should be focusing him. Once the radar delay goes down, Alpine Rooster. And he immediately goes dark. That's a rip. So for the time being, our focus on this line should be this Moscow, getting him low. He's a pretty easy target since he's just reversing and it's a Moskva, so bro, what's going on with this? Like, gotta be more careful, right? So we have Alpine Rooster, who's behind the island at A, so he can't really be dislodged. I don't have any meaningful shots into him from where I am. Our Grozovoy needs to be much more careful. Des Moines is almost half HP. He's showing a bit of his bow. Yeah, that's a pretty okay spot for him. You just gotta be careful of when this Kremlin, if he decides to push up, you're gonna be vulnerable to him. I don't know if this Kremlin has any shots from where he is. That's a bit debatable. You have a Moskva's broadside though. Or no, you don't really have any shots per se. It's all being blocked by the island. Again, quality replay control is coming in. I'm barely moving the mouse right now. Oh yeah, it's a pretty bad spot for Kremlin, honestly. If you were maybe like a bit back, like around like here, just a bit in front of this island, you'd have shots on this Moskva, you'd have shots on this Smolensk, you'd even have shots up to here, but this is a bit far up. Yeah, so you're reversing, that's the correct play. I have no clue why the replay is making your ship shake. And you gotta be paying attention to the minimap for broadsides. So you recognize Stalingrad. That's a really good recognition of watching the map. That should be a punish. Because of the rendering, I cannot actually see how much damage that got. Sorry. So here we have the legendary C cap taking Republic. Now, this isn't a horrible idea, but I think this costs us much more HP than we had to. We're about to get the cap right here. We're gonna get a cap soon. I don't think this is really necessary. If we were gonna do it, I think we should have had the Henry do it and have the Des Moines supporting him. Definitely not the Republic, because it's too big, it's too clunky. Henry can speed boost in, it can dodge much better. I think if you were gonna stall C, we should have done it with the Henry and not the Republic. The Republic's just gonna take way too much damage, especially since there's a small insecure, and fire damage is gonna be something to think about. So we're about to lose all the caps here. It's a really, really big problem. We have the HP advantage so far by just a bit. Monkey is getting low. This Kremlin is in a precarious position to fire at him. Our Kremlin has pretty debatable positioning again. I can see he's trying to look for shots on the Stalingrad and the Kremlin, just from the map, but you'd be able to get those same shots from a bit back, and you'd still have shots on these guys here if you were a bit further back. Right now you just blockaded yourself off from half the map. Working there is Moskva. I don't know why people are shooting at the Kremlin when the focus fire objective is the Moskva. I think the only person... No, Monkey can get shots too. Our focus fire should have been on the Moskva this time. Or actually, never mind, because that would have resulted in the Kremlin blapping him. So really, the only person who has an excuse to be shooting the Kremlin right now is Monkey and the Des Moines. I think everyone else should have been focusing on this Moskva and getting him off the board as fast as possible, so we have a gun advantage on this flank here. Now we do have AB. We are about to be up on points. Our Republic is in C, and he's trading way too much HP, much more than he needs to stall this cap, when we really don't need to stall the cap right now. I think this is a massive throwaway of HP. It was really unnecessary, to be honest. Our Daring is holding B. Des Moines is in a position to hold B. Henry doesn't have any vision on anything right now. I think Republic should have just been moving to the south of C right now, which he's doing, but he traded so much HP for that, which allowed for the late game push that happened by OO7, which secured their victory. Right up until now, we are winning. It's pretty amazing that nobody has died since it's 11 minutes into the game and we're not folding. That's good. It does come down to a few key mistakes at the end that brought us our defeat. Overall, up till now, we're doing really good. So now that the Moskva is unlit, all of A flank should be focusing on this Kremlin. A flank actually has a pretty significant... Oh my god. A flank actually has a pretty significant HP advantage, or HP disadvantage rather, from U571 side. We have a half HP Des Moines, Kremlin that's kind of out of the view of the flank, half HP Henry, and half HP, or rather 1/3 HP goes away. So not looking the best over here. Also have had half HP Moskva, so there's that. Good focus fire on this Moskva. Once he goes there, trying to get the Kremlin off the board too. And now this is the start of where things start to go wrong here. So now we're having our C push from OO7 to try and get back their advantage. The gearing has just stepped onto A, and right now, if it weren't for the misplay by Argozovoy early on, which caused him to lose all of his HP, he could have been able to contest this gearing right now at A, but because of the misplay, he can't do anything about it now. So now they have a full landing train push at C. Our Republic should have should have kept moving. He's about to get crossfired by the Stalingrad and the Kremlin once they push up. He should either have been a bit south, just a bit in front of where the Henry is, or he should have just kept moving. Stopping here is a really bad idea, because also I have no clue why this daring is going around the sun. You're basically getting yourself trapped in between this Des Moines and this daring here. You're going around. This is a really risky move. I actually do recognize it at the time, and I pointed out by pinging the map. But this is a really risky move. You're now in radar range and about to be hydro range of a Des Moines. You have a daring enclosing. You have no support. You have no support from any of your allies. This Republic is too low. The Des Moines is behind the island. He cannot support you. You're basically screwed here. If this daring rushes you, there's nothing anyone can do. He has the support of the Stalingrad and the Des Moines. You have support of maybe the Republic. And now you're bow on charging the Des Moines. This is literally suicide. And this is one of the key mistakes that cost us the game. If you wanted to stall the cap, a better idea would have been to go around and get to B. And yeah, as you can see, Roosevelt tried to desperately contest A. Yeah, nothing good came out of that. He died. We're trying to kill this Kremlin as fast as possible to make up for the points deficit. Yeah, this Kremlin just nukes embedded right here. He's on 10k now. And yeah, this Des Moines, he overstayed his welcome by a lot. Our Des Moines here, he should have been gone a long time ago because he's literally dead. There's nothing that can be done for him. Our daring is dead, our Des Moines is dead, our Grozovoi just died. A flank isn't looking too good. Our only hope is killing this Kremlin, who got away with 10k HP. But he's dark because our Grozovoi is dead. So there's really no... this game's over. There's nothing more to say. Our Grozovoi dying, our Grozovoi losing so much HP at the start, really had a big impact on us losing this game, as well as the Republic stalling C and trading so much HP for like a minimal points lead that got us nowhere in the end. If the Republic was still full, or at least three quarters HP, he'd still be able to stop the push and prevent the Kremlin from just like rushing through and obliterating the whole thing. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. So yeah, that's it for the 007 game. Moving on to QCN. Oh boy.